12 by 12, but you just need it big enough to cover your clipboard. You're going to want a piece of white paper. It can be just scrap paper you have laying around, pencil, ruler, scissors. We're going to use Mod Podge, and I went with a matte finish because I didn't want it shiny at the end, and a paintbrush to put it all on there. We're also going to use some assorted ribbon that are going to coordinate with our pattern paper. Let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to start with our 12 by 12 paper and with our clipboard. And we're going to take this and line it up to the left-hand side. I also want it flush to one of the top edges. I'm going to use my pencil and just trace, and make sure if yours has rounded corners to get that as well. Once you've done that, then you're just going to grab your scissors and trim it out. Now is when we're going to want our paper and our ruler. Every clipboard is different, and so what I did was I used my ruler to measure it out and kind of make a template, and I drew it onto my white paper. All right, after I had that, then I went ahead and cut it out. So we'll do that, and then what I did was I put my pattern paper all the way flush to one side, and here is my little template, and I took it and just flipped it over, and this way it was lined up here and lined up here. It was just a quick little double check by flipping that over. Trace it again, and then you're ready to trim this out. All right, so once you have it traced, then we're ready to trim, and we'll get this all cut out. Okay, so we have this, and it's gonna fit in there. Mine has annoying little tabs, but it's still a super cute clipboard. Now we're ready to work with our Mod Podge. So I'm gonna take this off. And I like to work with the Mod Podge just by running it right on top and then using a paintbrush. Make sure that you're getting it nice and covered. Okay, so once we have that, and I'll finish the other half of this later, then we're just going to take our pattern paper and just drop it right on top. Just make sure it's nice and lined up and get it all adhered down. And then the next thing that I like to do, and this is definitely a crafter's preference thing, I like to go back over it with Mod Podge so I can still squirt some on and just go over the top. And what I like to make sure to get are these seams, because that's going to keep it from popping up on me. And so that's just what I prefer to do. Okay, so our clipboard is technically done, but I still want to add a few more things to it. So I'm going to grab my pencil because I don't like pinching myself. And remember all this ribbon that I had sitting out before? Now we're going to use it. I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to go in double knots. You can go in single knots, they won't stay as well. Depends on how much you're going to use your clipboard. Then we're going to trim it. These are fun gifts to make. These are great projects, like rainy day projects to do with your kids. So I'm just alternating ribbons. You can repeat them. You can make this as full as you want. So once we've tied all of our ribbon at the top, we have our clipboard complete. Isn't that cute? I love the way this turned out. And we just take our paper and pop it under there, and it makes any boring to-do list a little bit more fun. So I hope you enjoyed learning